Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Obey. Thank you for stopping by while I'm on vacation. I am traveling across the country, and we have stopped. We're at our location. I'm in North Carolina, but all the way across here from New Mexico to North Carolina, we stopped at a few places, Walmarts, stores, and stuff like that. And I was able to find action figures that I wasn't able to find back home. One of them I got was a Series 138 Jacy Jayne, first time in the line. This character comes from post me watching, so I wasn't terribly familiar with the character, but because it's a first time in the line and a female figure, I was interested. And let's see, 2022. So she has been out for a bit. But this is what constantly amazes me is like, this would have sold out in my hometown. Everybody would have bought this. And like here, nobody bought it. And I believe I picked this up in Greensboro, North Carolina. Not terribly far from where we are over here in Raleigh. But I was very impressed to find this figure. So, and if it's a woman's basic figure, that's the thing is we don't get a lot of new first time in the line for the men's figures. We do get a lot of first time in the line for women's figures. Like all of these guys have been out for ages. So, I mean, that kind of gets me. But anyway, let's crack this thing open, take a look at her. It has been my week to find these. They have just been, every time I stop, I'm impressed by some store inventory, and I'm just like, how did this not sell? And the thing is like, there would be several. Like you could tell, like they were just, nobody is buying female figures for a lot of this stuff. And I thought this was a pretty good looking figure. All in all, the character design, the outfit design was pretty sweet looking. They actually did paint work in the hair. Face looks good, looks very much like the gal on the front. And I'm just a wrestling sucker. I also like the fact that she came with dual fists, which is always a benefit when you're doing stuff. And if you ever just need like, whether you love the characters or not, generic wrestling characters, I always kind of love. Where I don't know this gal's actual in-ring style or her personality or anything like that, I really just bought it based on, I like this figure. That's a good looking figure. It's not like the Carmella or the Nikki, who I'm very familiar with. Which I will compare. The Nikki is very small still compared to this gal. But Carmella is still way taller. So I think that's kind of cool. But those are the other two figures I picked up on this road trip so far. And we'll take a look at Jacy here. Like I said, there is paint in the hair, which is a rarity on basics. She has the standard crappy ball neck joint. It's like a little dumbbell, but it doesn't work. It's not hinged the way you'd think. It's just plugged in one and then it plugs in the other and holds them together. Doesn't work that great as far as mobility, but it does give you something. The hair looks like a new sculpt to me. You get elbows or ball joints at your shoulder, no bicep cut because it is a basic. Basic ball joints at the elbow. And I mentioned with the Nikki figure that I felt like the forearm is a little short. And I thought maybe it was just her gauntlet thing she was wearing. But no, I think the forearms are just a bit short on these. And it looks just a little off. But you do have wrist rotation. And they did give her the dual fists. The best of the hand combinations. The worst is when they give you the two open hands. I always thought that was terrible. You get a waist rotation. Paint on everything so far looks good. There was a couple to choose from. I think I grabbed the best one. But I didn't see any that looked off. You get a ball joint at the hip that doesn't give you tons of range, but it's serviceable. It's serviceable for a figure of this price range, which is a good half of what a Marvel Legends is, or a good half of what a full Elite figure would be. You get a single jointed knee, no knee pads this time to hide the joint, but it looks okay. The paint and the work, there is a lot of sculpting on this boot. That is not smooth, that is sculpted. And you get a rotation right at the ankle, but that's all you're going to get. Some weird paint on the back of the shoes. But all in all, a good-looking figure. I like the stance. Feels like maybe that one leg is a little bit off, but maybe it's just me. Anyway, I think she looks great. She will go excellent with some of my other lesser known wrestling figures. And hopefully, you know, first time in the line, first time with WWE. I've never heard of her. But I'm going to hope you have a nice career there. I'm going to leave you lined up height-wise with Carmella. Came out, I got recently on this trip as well. And a Nikki Ash, which is a figure that should have been sold ages ago. This one's from 2021, 2022, and 2022. But she's by far the oldest that you find just on the shelves. So, yeah, these should have been sold out ages ago, but yet they're still there at a Walmart, and I picked it up. So anyway, appreciate it. I think it's totally worth the money for any of these, but that's just my thoughts. Anyway, give me your thoughts if you care to while I'm on vacation. I will catch you guys later. I greatly appreciate you watching while I'm gone. So anyway, thanks. Bye.